Alright, today we're going to talk about snake eyes. Get a bunch of snake eyes in here, the usual guys. Okay, snake eyes back there. Couple. Here's another one. Snake eyes. So I got lots of snake eyes. I even have the original one. I'll show you that here in a second. That's a reproduced thumb. You can see the difference in the black paint. But I made that out of putty and epoxy putty and just painted it. There's a piece of wire in there too. Cool. So there's my original one way back here. This is my original. Hanging out with the Cobras. These are all straight arms, and most of these were my originals, except for, I only had 2 or 3 Cobra officers, and I've collected them over the years, but he's back there. Okay, and then I have a couple more down here. Snake eyes here. Oh, by the way, I had a guy try to tell me that the wolf only has 3 legs, and he tried to sell it to me with 3 legs, and then he got mad because a whole bunch of other people that he tried to sell it to kept telling him it had 4 legs. Well, there's one here with 4 legs, buddy, so it does not have 3 legs. Thanks for trying to sell it to people and trying to trick them. And probably another snake eyes down here. Got another snake eyes down here. Alright, so this is the reason why we're talking about snake eyes today, is because when I started collecting G.I. Joes again, about 17 years ago, because I had a box, just a tin box full of old Joes. All the other stuff was sold, including my aircraft carrier. But I did have a tin box of figures that I didn't realize I still had, and I found them at my parents'. Brought them home, and found a guy that we got to be good friends here in the area that I'm from, and we were trading Joes together and fixing them and customizing them. And here's one I tried to customize. But what you'll notice is I tried to spray it with a silver paint, and I wasn't very good at it because I was just starting. I got my fingerprints in it, and the paint sucked. So we're gonna, and of course you can see that the body is flash, but I painted it to try to look like the Mexican version. And it looks pretty cool, but the head is, well, bad. But I had this guy, which I fixed the thumb on it, put a new thumb, and I can't find a head for it. So I forgot I had this. I had it sitting over there with my Joes, but I forgot that it was the snake eyes head. So I'm going to try to take this apart, clean that old paint off. I'll show you how I do that, and put this head. It should be the black one. I'm hoping it's the original one. It looks like it is, the slotted one. And I should be able to slot that in here, and then I've got an original 1.5 version of Snake Eyes. And then I'll take this guy, which I still think is cool, and I'll find another head for him. Alright, here we go. So there's a little screw here. I'm sure most people know that, but make it obvious what I'm doing. Taking that screw out. They're kind of just little tiny screws. You can get reproduction screws too if you need them to fix other ones, but I find them usually in the toys that I make and restore. I always seem to find stuff that are similar to them. They changed over the years though. The screws changed size. Sometimes they weren't like wood type screws, they had flat ends on them. So back when I was making these, I got impatient sometimes and put them together while they were still wet. And you can see the inside of this was green, still has the original green. I mean, we could fix that. This is probably an original Snake Eyes waist, even though this waist is different than this because this is the first version and this is the second version. I believe that's, no, that's, I think that might be Flash's waist because it's green in there too. Okay, well, we got half a Flash, we got most of a Flash, and ahead of Snake Eyes, and we're going to put that on here. But first, we need to get that paint off of there. How are we going to do that? I'm going to try, like you see in most videos, if you ever watch restoration videos, I'm going to try brake fluid. I guess we could try alcohol first. I'm pretty sure it's not a acrylic based paint, but we could try alcohol. Let me try it. All right, we got an alcohol swab right here. Just opened it up. Let's try it. This is just silver paint out of a can. It's doing something. That would take forever to do that. All right, let's try the brake fluid instead. All right, so I've got .3 brake fluid I put in there. I have .4 too, but I heard .4 is not quite as fast as .3, so we'll use the .3. All right, so here we have our head. In .3 brake fluid, fully submerged. We're going to leave that sitting there for a while, probably about half an hour, see what happens. I have .4 too, but I know from watching other videos from other people doing this, that .3 always works faster, so I want this to happen fast. I want to do it in one day, so here we go. I'll be back in half an hour and we'll check it out. It looks like it's starting to bubble. I see some paint in there. Let's see if we can get that off. I'm going to use a brush. Maybe I can use like a paintbrush. Maybe a paintbrush will help. Wow, it's like solidifying the paint, and it is working nice. I think it's like a metallic paint. I think I'll go clean that and use a paintbrush or toothbrush. Let's see. All right, so I went and rinsed it off under water, and I used a toothbrush to clean it off. But it's the paint that's on there now is still on there pretty good. You can see it is an original. Okay, let's put it back in. All right, so here we go. It's pretty clean. There's still little remnants of silver on there. Should be able to get those off with maybe I'll put it in for a little bit longer, but that's the idea. All right, let's put them together. Oh no. Shit. I've got silver everywhere. Alright, and here is the new edition. It's actually a version 1, not 1.5. I thought it was version 1.5. I have now 3 versions of 1 and not a 1.5 yet. I want the one with the 1.5, but it's cool. I've got my collection now. There's my Snake Eyes and my other 2 in the cabinet. Thanks for watching.